What's up, geniuses? Nick here with yet another episode of the 5 Minute Genius. And today I was actually really lucky because I just opened my email inbox and a friend of mine, Alex, wrote in with some feedback regarding the dip and a couple questions. So I'd really like to get into those and basically talk about the sort of objections and questions that he brought up. So Alex said, I really like the idea of getting super good at something, like the 10,000 hour rule, as Malcolm Gladwell talks about. But what happens if you get stuck doing something you hate doing? A lot of people are in this predicament, and now I'm quoting the email, but for a lot of them, they feel it's too late. They have mortgages, families, and household debt. They're stuck and they're miserable. And he says, I think putting all your eggs in one basket is a problem. And to that, I can say, first of all, if you get stuck doing something you really hate doing, you need to switch. You can always switch. You can always change industries, change jobs, even if it means having to pick up that extra skill, learn something new on the side, or completely build a career from scratch. So if you really hate actually doing what you're doing for work, you absolutely have to switch. So there's no option to that. Yes, you might have to take some cuts in pay first. Yes, you might have to refinance your house. Yes. There's a whole lot of consequences on that. But if you absolutely hate what you're doing, you get stuck, and that doesn't work. I get that. And secondly, what he talked about is, so what happens if I like diversifying, so isn't it possible to somehow pull this off? And he talked about the basic human needs. The number one needs is the need for security. And then there's uncertainty, significance, love, grow, contribute. And he says, well, I have a lot of dips, so how do I just focus on one? So first of all, the price of security is insecurity. So basically, security is the number one human need. You want to be secure. But if you think about it, in today's world, what does that mean to be secure? Let's talk about the Western world. I'm not talking about third world countries. In the Western world, it means having enough money to pay for rent and food, and you're done. Yes, I know, like health and insurance, and there might things come up, but that's overcomplicating it. If you have a place to stay, a place to sleep in, even if it's small, even if it's shitty, and if you have enough money to eat, you're good. What else can happen? So this whole we need to build security, we need to find shelter, that covers our basic human needs, and that's it. So and all the rest, all this other security that we need to build, the mortgage that we have to buy the house or to pay for the house, to have a house, you don't need a house. You can rent. The insurance, the extra toys for your kids, those are all nice to have, and everyone wants to provide them, and I want to provide them for my family, but it's not a necessity. So basically, everything else that comes after that is sort of security that we make up we need in our heads. And then we use it to justify, let me stay at this because it pays really well, let me do X, Y, and Z. And then we sort of, let me play it safe, let me diversify. And that's where the insecurity comes in, because you never know, what if I stuck to this one thing? What if I focused on this one dip? What if I really pulled off that one thing that I really want to go for? So that's my thoughts regarding sort of playing it safe, diversifying, being an all-rounder. Think about it. How often do you need your dentist to be an all-rounder? How bad do you want your dentist to be good at math, English, and I don't know, chemistry, right? You don't need to. You just want them to be a good dentist. Same with your accountant, same with your hairdresser, whatever. We all go to specialists all the time. But then again, we ourselves sort of play it safe by sort of diversifying, branching out, and doing a whole bunch of things that we might then never be great at. So that's where the dips and multiple dips come in. And I'll just pull out the dips that Alex mentioned as examples. So I have a dip at work that I must sort of work through. That's a work dip. I have a dip of being a good father. I have a dip for fitness and for a side business. And to those I can say 2 of those you can sort of cross out because everyone eventually has those. I know it's easy for me to say I don't have a family yet. I don't have a mortgage yet. Yes, I know these things add up 100%, and everybody who still tries to build something valuable, who has those things, kids, a house, a mortgage, huge respect. Huge respect. I'll say that up front. But everybody has to sleep, everybody has to eat, everybody has to exercise, and everybody eventually wants to sort of, or most people want to build a family. So those things you can't really count as dips because dips are, at least the dips Seth Godin talks about in his book, it's usually around business. And then side business and work. And it's really just one dip. Because if you look at, I'm 100% sure, because if you look at both of those and your work is sort of flatlining and it's just going along, or your side project is, then really what both might be, are dead ends. And so eventually that means you'll want to either have the side project or be good at your work and keep doing your work. You can use the work to finance sort of and have a day job. Everybody has that. And sort of finance your side project until that gets going. But you'll have to know which one is it. Do I want to continue to work at the job that I'm at, the job that I currently have, and be great and sort of become number one in my niche in the world in this? Or do I really want to build sort of my own business and then take that to number one? And that's I think a question of picking really. I know I've overdrawn. I really wanted to address these few things, so because this way I thought I could make sure that at least one person gets something out of this video, and if I can do that, then that's great. So Alex, I hope this has been helpful. I'm looking forward to your next response, and I hope this has been helpful for everyone else. I hope this got you thinking even more about sort of dips, work, focus, insecurity, security, playing it safe, all those kinds of things. So if this video made you think, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.